Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. It is, of course, a brand new week here in Call of Duty. That means we've got some new changes coming to Warzone, Cold War, and Modern Warfare in the coming days. On top of that, we've also got the end to the 80s Action Heroes event coming up as well, and we now know a few pretty important changes that Raven is working on fixing at some point in the coming days, in addition to everything else. So as we break it all down today, if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. Let's go for 4,000 likes on this one. Would seriously appreciate it if we could hit that. And if you're new to the channel, or if you haven't already subscribed, apparently about 20,000 people a day are watching the videos for the very first time. So if you want to stay up to date with everything going on in COD, news, intel, updates, all that stuff, it's all right here. So feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. Also, right now, Gamer Advantage is doing a big sale for all accessories on the site, so if you actually end up using code IMMORTAL at checkout, you can get up to 30% off your entire order for the time being, and the link to that will be down in the description below. Now, first up, let's talk about some of the changes that Raven has recently revealed they're working on, because they're going to be pretty impactful simply for quality of life reasons. Over the weekend, Raven tweeted out saying, "We are investigating an issue in Warzone where some Xbox users may experience a memory error crash during gameplay or after finishing a match." I know, just going off of my comments, I've seen a ton of you guys saying that you're getting this bug where the game is crashing and not counting wins for you. It's DCing mid-game, super annoying, of course. But now Raven is aware of this glitch. They are working on a fix for it, and we should have an update pushed out for it here pretty soon. Hopefully by Thursday at the latest, but it could come even sooner if they're actually able to identify the issue quickly. It could happen later today, tomorrow, or sometime later on this week. But definitely very good news if you are an Xbox player and you've been running into that. Now, they also tweeted out talking about DLSS. Of course, this was an update that we were waiting for quite some time, an update that everyone was really looking forward to taking advantage of on PC. However, since its release, it really hasn't been all that usable, just because it actually messes up weapon optics and makes it so that you aren't aligned correctly, and in turn, that just destroys your accuracy because bullets aren't going where you're aiming. Obviously, a very big problem, right? However, good news is Raven tweeted out saying, "Update regarding DLSS. We are aware of an issue where DLSS may impact the accuracy of weapon optics in Warzone. The team is working on a fix for an upcoming patch." Now, if I were to guess, this is probably a fix we won't see for at least a little while. My best guess would be Season 4, which is set to launch here in about 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks actually, around June 16th. Obviously, that'll be a big title update that'll introduce all the new seasonal content, and those seasonal launch updates normally include a ton of back-end changes and other fixes too, so if this isn't mentioned again in the upcoming days, I think Season 4 is when this will be fixed. So then DLSS will actually be a pretty solid thing to have turned on. But for the time being, I would definitely recommend not using it so your accuracy is not negatively affected by it. Definitely a very big issue. If you're looking at one spot and your bullets are shooting in another spot, it just makes the game 10 times harder. So for now, no real point in having it on. Then when it comes to this week in Call of Duty, one big thing we have happening is the end of the 80s Action Heroes event, which is set to come to a close on Thursday. So if you're looking to get a hold of any of the new rewards for Cold War or for Warzone, whether that be like the smaller things like the calling cards and the emblems, or if you want the special weapon blueprints for each game, the event challenges are only going to be active until this Thursday. Then they're going to be gone forever. So just keep in mind, time is running out for those. Now that said, in Warzone specifically, the 80s Action Heroes map changes are not going to be going away. So Nakatomi Plaza, the CIA outpost, and then also all the various survival camps are going to be staying on the map at least into June. I would assume those will probably be updated once Season 4 ends up dropping, but they'll be staying a few weeks after the official event ends, so we can continue to do all the in-game contracts there for like the Vault Heist and Specialist Bonus and all that stuff. So safe to say, Downtown is going to stay as the primary hot drop for at least a few more weeks. Now, today we also got a brand new blog from Activision and something else rather interesting. Today we actually got a brand new game settings update that ended up releasing or adding in the brand new AMP63 Pistol, the final DLC weapon of Season 3 for Cold War in Warzone. Basically now in game there is the unlock challenge to end up getting the pistol for free, and there's also a new store bundle available for it as well. As far as the store bundle goes, this one is called the Gamma Ray, and it goes for 1,000 COD points, or roughly $10 US. This comes with a blueprint for the AMP63 alongside a charm, an emblem, a sticker, and then also 2 tier skips for the battle pass as well. And of course, buying this bundle is a direct way to unlock the new weapon and get some base attachments for it. However, if you don't want to pay any money for the pistol and gain access to it for free, You can actually do that by doing a new challenge in Cold War multiplayer, Cold War Zombies, or Warzone. Now, in multiplayer in Warzone, the challenge is to get 5 kills in 20 different matches using a pistol, which is definitely very time-consuming. In Cold War, you gotta get those 5 kills and then finish the match. You have to stay in the entire match, otherwise the challenge is not going to track correctly. So I would say the fastest way there is to play TDM or Kill Confirmed. Then in Warzone, in Plunder, you can actually get 5 pistol kills and then back out and it's still going to track. That's what I've been doing so far, so that's a relatively fast option too. Then in Zombies, you need to get 400 critical kills using pistols, which is honestly pretty easy as well. If you have Cold War, that may be the easiest and then also the fastest way in general out of all our options here. Now, for the coming week, we also know we're going to be getting the 80s Action Heroes Mosh Pit, which is a combination of Die Hardpoint and Rambo's gun game. We're also getting Blueprint Ammo Gun Game, which is gun game with various blueprints that have ammo effects like tracers and dismemberment and all sorts of things like that. Then we've also got a brand new gunfight tournament dropping on Thursday as well, alongside the normal playlist update. On top of that, this weekend, we're also going to be getting a new double weapon XP event for Cold War and Warzone. That'll be starting on the 4th and then lasting through the 7th. Then finally, for the blog post today, they detail some of the brand new bundles coming, including the Nuclear Distillery bundle, which is going to have 2 nuclear mastercraft weapons. Then we're also going to get the Cell Division Reactive bundle, which features a brand new MAC-10 blueprint. Now, unfortunately, the blog doesn't detail much about what's coming in Warzone this week outside of some of like the usual tournament stuff. But we do know now that we've officially completed the entire roadmap for Season 3. There's no content really left on there that we haven't already seen added in or that won't be coming this week. Meaning we have a couple weeks left now here in Season 3 that isn't going to, feature any new content. And if we look back at Season 2, what happened during that time? Well, the Psychov dropped. Meaning, potentially, we could actually see the CX9 or the RAL, and then also in addition to the CX9 SOAP as well. Keyword potentially, just because of what we've seen before. The pattern of that content's probably going to drop when there's not much going on for Cold War or Warzone as far as seasonal content goes. So while we don't have any official word on it, potentially next week we could see some, some special Modern Warfare content release. So yeah, there you have it. With all of that being said, that is effectively everything we now know about the next update for Warzone and Cold War, and also what's sort of going on behind the scenes as well with what Raven is looking into and all sorts of stuff like that. And that is going to wrap things up for today. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new here or if you haven't already subscribed, I am always covering everything going on in COD. News, intel, updates, and pretty much everything else in between is all right here on the channel. So feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. That way you'll always know whenever I post a new video. As always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code IMMORTAL for a spicy discount on all Scuff, G Fuel, Gamer Advantage, and Control Freak products, and the links for all those can be found down in the description below. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.